This week on commandN, a high-tech pigeon, TechCrunch gets punked, and they call me Eileen. Welcome to episode 194 of commandN. I'm Amber.
I'm Will Pate.
Will is back.
I'm back.
How was your summer?
It was awesome.
We missed you a lot on the show, Will, I have to say.
I know. Thanks to your many internet petitions, I'm back. Next step, Firefly Season 2.
All right. I guess that's one of your favorite shows these days?
It's a good one.
It's good?
Yeah.
I haven't caught up with it, but I should one of these
It's
days.
only like one season. It's like going to take you like a day.
I know. I never watch any of these shows. That's the problem. All right. Let's talk about the tech headlines of the week. Our headlines this week are sponsored by our friends at GoDaddy.com. All you have to do to get an extra 10% off is sign up for any of the hosting packages at GoDaddy and enter the promo code commandN. That's the number 1 and the number 0. Thanks again to GoDaddy for all of their support of the show. Facebook has officially launched Facebook Lite. This is a trimmed-down version of Facebook. Now, the reason they did this is because there are many countries outside of the US who access Facebook and don't have good internet connections. So out of the 250 million people who are on Facebook, 70% of those people live outside the US. Now, Facebook Lite, ironically, is only available right now in the US and India, but they are planning to roll it out to other countries. Now, Will, you have a pretty interesting story about some kids from down under.
Yes, well, I mean, this is not a good use of Facebook, but there was a story recently about a 10 and 12-year-old girl who got caught in some drain pipes in Australia, and instead of calling 911 or the equivalent, they posted an update to their Facebook status saying that they were in trouble, which actually created a lot of problems for the police to find them and save them.
Wow, a whole new use for Facebook.
Yeah, not a good one. Don't copy this.
Yeah, that's probably not a good idea. Now, we had a commandN viewer, Wagner, who sent us a link to my favorite story of the week, my absolute favorite. This is about a pigeon and an internet service provider.
Go boys! Go boys! Yay!
An IT company in South Africa wanted to prove that they had a very slow internet connection, so they took a pigeon, they gave the pigeon 4 gigs of data, and the pigeon was to travel 60 miles. They also uploaded 4 gigs of data with their internet connection, and what happened is the pigeon traveled 60 miles, and as for the files sent up using their internet connection, only 4% of the file was sent up in the time that that pigeon traveled that entire 60 miles. The moral of the story is that pigeons rock, I guess?
I guess so.
Will's disturbed now. Now, Will, you have a story from my favorite country.
Sweden?
Sweden.
Yes. Well, I'm sure everyone saw the story about how the Pirate Bay was getting bought by a company and they were going to turn it legitimate. Turns out that this week that company was actually delisted permanently from a Swedish stock exchange for multiple problems with the deal, one of which stated as being that they didn't actually have the money to buy the Pirate Bay, and the other of which being that they did not actually have any of these supposed content deals in place to turn the Pirate Bay into a legitimate content site. So, yeah, not good news about that. We'll see what happens.
Will, I only like happy Swedish news.
Well, depending on your views on the Pirate Bay, it could be happening.
Thanks, Will. I appreciate it.
It's all in your interpretation.
Now, one of the coolest videos online over the past week is from Senator Al Franken. He draws the map of the United States of America and all of the different states, and he does a fabulous job of this. And this is the making the rounds on television, all over the internet. And I have to say, that's pretty darn good memory.
Yeah, another Facebook story, but I just cannot resist this one. TechCrunch got punked. Facebook put a feature on that only TechCrunch writers could see, and it was a fax this photo feature, and it actually worked. When they clicked the button, it would actually fax a photo to the number, but it turned out that it wasn't there for anyone else other than the writers of TechCrunch.
Hi, I'm Jeff MacArthur, and for this week's Hot Stuff product review, I'm looking at Western Digital's MyBook Studio Edition external hard drive. Now, thankfully, the hard drive is a lot more attractive than this ugly box. It's this thing here, and you can see where the name MyBook comes from. If you stack a few of these side by side, it does indeed look like a little row of books. Part of the reason why I took a look at the MyBook, I've heard a lot about it, but it has a quad interface. So it's got USB 2 FireWire 800, FireWire 400, and eSATA. So for me, USB 2 is not fast enough. I wanted the FireWire 800 in there, and the fact that it has the eSATA, that's just a bonus for the future. And it even includes the wires for each of these. Now the FireWire 800 port uses a FireWire 800 to 400 cable to get at that interface for your actual laptop or desktop or whatever you're using. But it does come with that FireWire 800 to 400 cable, along with a FireWire 800 cable and a USB cable and the AC adapter to plug it in. It's a very attractive enclosure. It's got coloring a lot like the MacBook Pro and the Mac Pro. It also has some good environmental features and smart power features. So it'll go into standby mode after 10 minutes, and it'll automatically wake up if you need to access it. It'll turn on and off with your computer, and there's a safe shutdown that prevents the drive from powering down until all your data has been copied. Now, it's formatted out of the box for Macintosh, HFS Plus journaled formatting, but it's easily reformatable for Windows. So this isn't a Mac-only drive, even though it kind of looks like that. There is some Mac-only software for automatic backup, but on the Western Digital website, you can also find Windows version of different software. I got the 500 gig version. It was a bit under 150 bucks, and these range from 320 gigs to 2 terabytes, and the 2 terabyte I think comes in a bit under 350. So all in all, a great external hard drive. Really happy with it so far. It's the MyBook Studio Edition from Western Digital. That's all for this week. I'm Jeff MacArthur. Enjoy.
So now it's time for our Fontalicious web picks of the week. What do you have this week, Amber?
This week, my site is called fontcapture.com. This is a place where you can go. All you need is a printer and a scanner, and you can create your own font out of your own handwriting. So it's very easy. You just print off this form and you write in all of the letters and even some symbols, and then you have your own customized font.
Very nice.
Very cool. Now
God help whoever tries to use my handwriting as a font.
I know. I kind of agree with you. What's your web pick?
My web pick this week is a really cool video I found online, and it's 100 years of computer graphics in movies, and it's just a bunch of them all edited together, and it's really amazing to see how far we've come from, like, you know, like the old movies of a long time ago, like King Kong and things like that, to like Spider-Man and stuff like that now. So it's just really neat to see the kind of evolution of computer graphics.
It's good that we've evolved, Will. That's what we all want, is evolution.
We can be X-people.
It's true. Now remember, if you have any web picks, all you have to do is leave your link at commandN.tv, and we are going to end the show with a video pick from one of our viewers. Now, I think in this video he might be making fun of someone on the show. I can't say for sure, but take a look at this as we sign off. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you soon.
So I have to ask, what is up with all of the leaning? I'm just saying, normal people that deliver the news, like professional news anchors, don't deliver their news while listening to one side. Well, it's kind of freaking me out for some reason. I want to know, what's up with that? Love the show, and I wanted to say, oh, thanks for saving me $1 or $2 on my latest domain. Yeah, now I'm freaking you out.